This time on Vice Grip Garage, we buy a car off Facebook and we go rally racing. So I don't know if it was the Black Velvet or pure destiny, but I was able to pick up one of the most beautiful cars I've ever owned on the line. Really cheap actually. I bought it sight unseen, and I actually paid a little extra to have it even delivered to me. And it's just gorgeous. It's a 1986 Ford LTD 4-door, and it has the 302 EFI in it with the auto magical transmission, and it's sitting right next to me. So let's go take a look at it and see what you guys think. So I don't know if you guys are ready for this thing. Just look at the shape it's in here. This is all original. This isn't beautiful to you. I don't know if you're American or not. It's got some it's had some body work done, but this is definitely factory. I mean, that looks, you know, really good. I think that's a low beam. We don't need that one. Missing a hubcap. I don't think the tires are going to last much longer, but we'll probably blow them off. Let's take a look at this. Oh, look at this thing. Oh! Hello, America! Chuck Norris. Hello! I'm not getting anything out of that. We'll fix it. I think the door handle sticks a little bit. Oh yeah. Look at this brake pedal. Look at this brake. There's no brake in this car at all. But let's see if the e-brake works. Oh yeah, we're good. So the next step is I'm gonna drive this home in Minneapolis traffic, about 45 minutes worth, back to my house, and then we'll start tearing into it. Don't really know what we're gonna do with it yet, but we'll figure it out. Hope I live. Well, I made it home with the chick magnet last night, and I can honestly tell you that was probably in the top 500 dumbest things I've ever done. There are no brakes in this bad boy, nothing. If you jam it on as hard as you can, there's a little bit of right rear, but basically I had to drive it home with nothing but the e-brakes, which by the time I got home I realized that I have car trailers and a truck. So I'm not quite sure what was running through a guy's brain there, but anyway, I'm alive, so that's pretty good, I guess. Anyway, figured out what I'm going to do with this car. In 5 days from today, there's an SCCA Rallycross racing event about an hour and a half from here. So yeah, I'm going to put this sucker in the rear-wheel drive class and just go have some fun and tear up the track. Obviously we're going to get destroyed, but I don't really care. I made a list of stuff that's got to be done. As much as I don't agree with the coward pedal, I think we probably should go ahead and fix the brakes. Mainly because they're not going to let me through tech inspection without it. So I've got brakes, same with the seat belt. I got to fix the seat belt, that has to work. And then maybe some tires. Not super important for me, but I put this up against a tree and did a few 3 or 5 burnouts, and they're about to the belts. I'm going to go ahead and modify the air cleaner somehow, see if we can get another 80 horsepower into this thing. That's the one rule in the stock class. You can modify the air cleaner as long as it's in the original position. And then maybe do some other not important stuff like check the oil and the transmission. And then, I can't even read my hand, loose stuff. So like the air tank in the trunk and the compressor, whatever that was for, and some of the other loose stuff, get that cleaned up. And, oh, I gotta add, we're gonna put a belt on this. The alternator belt's pretty much shredded after 10 minutes of 5,000 RPM. So that's the list. Let's go ahead and dig in and see if we can get this done in time to throw it in that rallycross. I'm gonna tackle these brakes first because if I can't figure these out, then I guess we're gonna put it in a demolition derby instead. Yeah. You know, like most people, I have a list of things that I want in my life, and I just added to that list that it's the master cylinder and not the brake booster, because if this brake booster is bad, I don't know if I have it in me this weekend to change it. Here's my tech tip. Don't ever buy cars from Minnesota. Everything is rusted and corroded, and just don't do it. This air box is kind of in the way. Just got to pull forward. So I'm going to go ahead and take this out too, just to get some more room in here so I can work. There we go. Now that ought to just slide right forward, right through there. German Shepherds. Oh shit. Boom. All right, new brake master's in. That went in pretty easy. If you were paying attention, which let's be honest, you're not. You're probably in your underwear drinking Coors Light right now. But I mean, that's the reason I like you. So, don't change that. But you might have noticed maybe that I didn't do the old bench bleed, the brake master cylinder thing before you put it in the stuff. And I just don't do that. I wish it was because I was lazy, but to be completely honest, I don't even own a bench vise. So, however, my good friend Cole Trickle taught me, just put it in the car. It's the same thing as sticking it in a vise. So that's what I'm going to do. It's mounted up. We're going to put some oil in it. We just kind of do the thing. Yeah, we don't even speak English, and somehow the brakes get bled. I'm praying to baby Jesus that this thing works, because I'm definitely not going to put that booster in. I've actually got my boy in the car. The wife's out spraying weeds. So here we go. Go ahead, keep going. There's some air. More air. Lots of air. Got some fluid, keep going. All right, stop. Now obviously I'm getting air in the line right now, but I've still got to bleed the brakes anyway. But I know that my master cylinder is bled. Yep. All right, next step is the battery auto magical recharging belt. This one's about to give up the ghost on me. I'm literally peeling strands of this belt off. When I went to get the belt for this, the parts guy was like, well, is it a 92 amp or the extra amp, or is it a 6 rib or 8, and was it made in 86 or 85, and does it have the support bracket or the 4-clip pin? And I was like, dude, it's just an LTD. And apparently all of that makes a difference on these Fords. And I don't know why they would do that. But anyway, we blinked at each other for about 10 minutes and we just said, yeah, we'll just grab this one. Well, the belt's on. So, as I go through my list here, brakes done. Oh, I jumped over seat belt and tires. Got the belt done. Let's move on to the air cleaner. Well, everybody knows you get about 80 horsepower when you replace an air filter to a cold air intake. So I got this where the old plastic thing used to stick in. I bought this cheapy little it's an air filter. We're gonna put this one on, but it didn't come with a clamp. And I'm not sure, I think I'm gonna have to take that off. Oh, wait a second. Wait a second. Just wait a second. This might actually fit. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. Done. Well, we're cruising right along here with the chick magnet. Brakes done. Air cleaner done. Belt done. I also self-tapped the battery bracket to the front radiator support back, because I'm not really sure if bungee cords pass tech inspection. I think they should. Really not looking forward to sitting in here because it smells like clover and malt barrels. I can't even breathe in this dang thing. So my problem is I've got two clicker sides. That's for the passenger and the middle. I think I'm gonna have to crawl in the back seat. Is that dog poop? Well, I looked at this for about 30 seconds and that feels like I'm taking way too much time on figuring this out. So I'm just gonna cut these brackets out, I think. Do this thing. There. That's better. Oh. Feller named Thomas, he came through off the old Face Space page, and I got these Jack Lundin Sleek Grabber 48s, or whatever the heck these are. I don't know, they're not balled and they hold air. Most importantly, they're the factory size, which is required for the stock class. So I'm going to throw these on and then we'll put her on the trailer. She's ready to go for tomorrow. Really cut it close, but I think she's ready. At least I hope so. Oh hey, so I drove about an hour and a half to the event and we made it here, which is great, but you know how I like to roll is I just leave the key to the car that we're supposed to race at home. So I'm gonna go ahead and try to pop the lock on this thing and see if we can use a screwdriver. And I've got like 9 minutes to do that before tech. So wish me luck. We'll see what happens. Of course, my battery's dead. Well, I didn't give up. I kept looking for the key and turns out I found it. Well, we're gonna jump in line. I guess they let you do a parade lap, which is nice because breaking into this column took a little while. So we're gonna go drive the old boat around the track, see what we got going. This is gonna be so fun. We've had some pretty epic rainfall, so a lot of the corners are really soft. Give it! Give it! All the other cars are running right now, so we're working the track first and then the slower, crappier group gets to go, which I don't mind because I'm kind of watching the corners trying to figure out how I can roll it. So I'm looking for the deepest grooves and stuff where I could just, you know, try to get her over on its side if I can. We're just waiting for the staging lights to get done. We're set up anyway. They don't seem to be working this far apart in the field. And then I'm up next. Alright, this time, first gear, rev limiter. Oh, that ain't gonna work. I think I just took the plug. Whoa! Come on, baby. Come on! Woo! Yeah! 60! Gotta stay out of the corn over here. Come on, baby. There we go. Well, we just finished the first round. I'm having some lunch here. It ran and I finished. Brakes work. I forgot to test that before we left the garage, but I think I'll give some brakes back. It works so good. Ran a 60, I think it was like a 65, then like a 62, and then a 60. But I think I blew like 9 cones down the last one. You get penalized for that. There's a lot of sidewall flex on this, so I'm gonna arm up to 40, 42, and we'll get ready for the next run. Harry, Robin's racing. All right, get a little buddy out here in this corner. Pushed the gas pedal this hard in my life, and it just won't do anything. Oh, my calf's getting a cramp. Come on. Would you just blow up? Junk. Well, we're loaded up, headed back to the cities. We're all done. I'm sorry, guys. I really let you down. I really tried to blow that thing up. My right calf muscle is sore from pushing that gas pedal. I tried to explode it through the floor, but it just didn't blow. There's no rods or nothing going through the pan, which is what I was really hoping for. You know what's the most surprising? I didn't know they like kept track and did all that stuff. It's actually a really nice event, this SCCA stuff. But I ran first in class and 5th overall today, which is really unexpected. And I just contribute that to just holding her to the mat, basically, and just doing that, you know. But anyway, you know what that means. We're going to have to find some other way to kill this. I don't know, maybe Demolition Derby or something. Make sure you subscribe. Find me on Facebook. Follow along. We're going to kill this car one way or another. Till next time.